Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are checking a bunch of things off the list today, but most importantly, I'm excited to bring you along with me as I am finally decorating a few pieces in my home. I got a beautiful new arched cabinet that I've been eyeing forever that we're gonna go ahead and decorate. And I've added a few pictures around the house. We're gonna make a cookie cake, get some cleaning done, a lot of good things. So I'm excited to bring you guys along with me today. Hey guys, I just got back from, I had to run to Target and I was looking for some enzyme cleaner, but I couldn't find anything. So I got some hydrogen peroxide. One of the kids had an accident. And of course it was literally the time that I did not have the protective cover on the bed. So I have got to go get all that cleaned up. But I was at Target and I found they're having their circle week this week, and I wanted to share with you all one of the sheet sets that I got. This is one of the ones I got for the kids' rooms. It's the microfiber. They're super soft, and they're on sale this week for the Target Circle Week. I usually get the jersey sheet sets. It feels like a t-shirt sheet. They also have those. I was going to get a green set, but they didn't have the king size available. But if you're looking for some new sheets, these are on a good deal this week. So we are really focusing on getting the kids' rooms cleaned up today. I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you, sometimes I feel like I could find a dead animal in some of these rooms. I mean, there's just little pieces of stuff everywhere. I don't even know what to do with all of it. My daughter is really into like diamonds and treasures and things like that, and between all of the kids it just gets scattered everywhere. But anyways, we're gonna just focus on getting everything tidied up in here. I'm gonna get the bed cleaned up, and then we will move on to some other things. So we had these photos taken a few years back. It was actually when I was pregnant with my third child. But we had two pictures of the girls that I absolutely loved, and they were gorgeous. And I had these printed at, it's Smallwoods, excellent quality. I've had many things printed from them. I love them so much. But they've kind of just been sitting around, and I just have a really hard time hanging things, like putting holes in the wall. What if I don't like it? What if, I don't know. So today I finally am hanging these. So I am super excited. They turned out absolutely gorgeous right here. And this is like the little area for the girls upstairs. So I just kind of thought, why not put these up here for them? I went and added this little half moon table that I had. And then I just ended up grabbing a plant off the kitchen table that I had for now that I thought would look really pretty here. And then I'll get some things in the future to decorate this space, but I love it so much. So we're gonna make one of my favorite cookie cake recipes that I have made multiple times, but it's been a long time since I've made it, but I'm just kind of in the mood for something, and I thought, why not make a cookie cake? So I will post the link of the recipe in the description below, and I hope you guys get to try it because it is so good. Okay, so for the best coffee creamer, all you need at home is half and half, sweetened condensed milk, and then some vanilla. So I like to pour my half and half in. And if you were to get a large one of these, then you would just use half of that container, but just one of these containers. And then a can of sweetened condensed milk. Pour that in. Really not trying to make a mess here. Couple splashes of vanilla, and I just kind of measure vanilla with my heart. Shake that up. And you have homemade coffee creamer. I haven't bought coffee creamer from the grocery store in probably a year and a half. I think it's been that long. But I made the switch and I will never go back. So the cookie cake was delicious. I didn't end up adding any icing. I just wanted a chocolate chip cookie that I could just slice kind of like a cake, right? But I just didn't want all the extra sweetness from the icing. Anyways, we are getting the kitchen fully wrapped up. I'm telling you, it just takes forever to get the kitchen cleaned up. I don't know what it is. It's all the crumbs, I guess. I don't know. But we're moving on to my cabinet. So we're going to go ahead and decorate my arched cabinet. I have gathered a few things here and there to get it started, and I'm just going to kind of play around with it. I did end up combining these two shelves here because it was just too many shelves. So when you close it, you actually can't even tell that I have a shelf there. So we're gonna go ahead and get started styling it. Here are the things that I have to style it. Most of this I've already had, and I did thrift a few things. I grabbed this from the thrift store, and it was $3.99. Then I grabbed this from the thrift store for $2.99. And I also grabbed this for $2.99. I actually got this for, I wanted to use this outside and get one of those little solar fountains to put in there, and then put that in there and do like a little flower pot thing. So that was a shallow dish I found, because I've been looking for a shallow dish and I have not been able to find one, and I found this one, but for now I'll just use it in here. I did grab this cute little frame from Hobby Lobby a few weeks ago, and then I have a little plant here, and then I've had this book for a while, The Meaning of Trees, and I'll just put it up on this little stand here. And then I've got a little basket, and I have this candle taper. Oh, and then I did grab this from Aldi's months ago. It's just kind of been sitting around. So this is what I have to work with and what we're going to get started with. So I found this frame at Home Goods a few weeks ago, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So we're gonna hang it right here. This couch is not supposed to stay here, but it is here for now. I was gonna put it in the area, the common area that we have upstairs, but for right now it's just here. So we're gonna hang this above this couch, and I'm super excited to get it hung. I love so much how this flows so good in this space right here. I think it turned out so great. It looks great with the couch, even though I don't plan to leave the couch here. I would like to put like 2 little accent chairs there with a little table, but we will see what happens in the future. This picture literally sat in my closet for weeks because I just, like I said, I have a really hard time hanging things, even though look how good this turned out. So we are getting the couch put back together because the other day I washed my rug. This is one of the ones that I ordered off of Wayfair, and for it being as big as it washed up fairly well. And then I just put it outside to hang dry, and it is as good as new. But this is, I'm telling you, if you are looking for a modular couch, this is the Drew and Jonathan, the Property Brothers couch, and it is the most comfortable couch, like to the point where Colby started sleeping on the couch at night, and I was like, like for a month straight, he started sleeping on the couch, and I was like, absolutely not, sir, you better get back in our bed. But this couch is so comfy, and it cleans up nice. I mean, I do still leave all the blankets on it because of the kids. I just can't bring myself to taking the blankets off of it, but it is so comfy. So if you're looking for modular couch, this one actually comes with like the little consoles and all that, but we opted out of that because we don't need all that kind of stuff. So in this moment, I realized Colby was cutting the grass. I needed to run outside and grab our water gun tie-dye we did the other day. Didn't they turn out so cute? So we're heading outside. I want to fill up my flower vase, and I just put water in it, and then I left it inside. We're gonna pick some flowers, and then I have a hurt chicken, so I need to check on the chicken. I don't know if it got pecked. Well, it looks like a peck. What did I do with that? It's definitely got pecked on the head, and it's pretty deep, but we put some blue spray on there to help heal it up. So I need to do that again because I did it this morning. And then make sure that's okay, try to give it some water, do all the chicken chores for the evening. I'll give you guys a little garden tour. So over here I've got some strawberry plants from actually from last year, and I don't know if you all have seen the other videos, but the chickens completely demolished these strawberry plants, okay, and they came back better than ever. So I've got some late strawberries in here. Now these are just the little alpine strawberries, so they're pretty small, but the kids will be excited to grab a few of those. So we've got a couple strawberry plants, and then I've got a squash plant that finally has a squash growing on it. My zucchini plant, I don't know what is going on with it, but it is just, I've never had an issue with zucchini before, but this year it is just not there. I've got some zinnias over here. This was just a little experiment. There's a few corns over here. Not sure if they're even going to get pollinated, as you do need multiple rows of corn in order for pollination to be good. But we've got green beans. I didn't think any of these were sprouting the other day, and then I moved a plant back and I was like, oh my goodness, there's green beans. So I actually picked some of those, and you can see some growing down there, and went ahead and blanched and froze them. We've got some more I probably need to go ahead and get. And then I have, my arch is looking gorgeous. I have this little baby pumpkin right here. Makes it, but I don't know. I have got, I'm gonna call it a butternut squash because I think that's what it is. My mom gave me the seeds and told me it was a honeydew of some type, but I'm not gonna think it's honeydew anymore. It looks like butternut squash. Anyways, I've got another little pumpkin plant here, and then there's a pumpkin over there. A lot of these have just kind of shriveled up before they've even had a chance to flower, so you don't even get a chance to pollinate them, and they just kind of shrivel up, and then that's it. Like this one right here looks like it's gonna shrivel up, but at least I got one down there. Cucumbers are doing great. The arch is going over. Everybody's gonna run into each other. I've got these cucumbers are absolutely delicious. I don't even know. Oh, I'm telling you, these things can be sneaky. There's another cucumber right there. They are so good. I did just plant a few cantaloupes that are some fast growing varieties the other day because I pulled my peas down and I was like, well, what do I want to do? I couldn't do watermelons because they take too long. This is a volunteer tomato plant and I just left it. It's from last year because I did have a tomato plant here. It's a cherry tomato and it is flowering. And then I also have this little volunteer tomato plant. So I'm gonna leave that little guy and see just what happens. The weeds are terrible. Oh, it looks like I have a zinnia right there. Over here I've got lots of zinnias growing. They're looking gorgeous. And then I still cannot, every time I do a garden video, I'm like, I don't remember what this is. So if you can see this, and you know what this is, let me know. And then we have these beetles that are like everywhere on my, like they're tearing the leaves off of my zinnias. Driving me a little crazy. The white zinnias are so pretty. And then we've got some straw flowers growing, some bachelor button. The snapdragons are looking beautiful. Some of my snapdragons didn't make it this year, so I don't know, but some are growing. Now this, let me tell you about this Cosmo here. This thing is it's like a whole bush, okay? I've not seen one grow this big, but I have been waiting and waiting for this thing to put out a bloom. And it looks like it's gonna be a pretty big bloom. So I can't wait for it to open up and see what it looks like. Because I have been waiting ever so patiently for that one to bloom. We've got some more Cosmos back there. I've got dahlias in here. And I'll tell you, whoa. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Are they gonna grow? I don't know. They are growing. But I don't know if they're going to actually produce any flowers, but we will see. And then over here, my tomatoes are doing so good. We've got lots of cherry tomatoes coming. I think that one is starting to turn red. That's exciting. My basil plant went absolutely insane and I ended up letting it go to flower and it now tastes like licorice, so we will not be eating that one. The tomatoes are looking so good. We did harvest a few peppers off the pepper plants and the jalapeno plants, and I need to put some fertilizer on them. I'm not sure if they're gonna produce anymore, but the peppers that I did get off there were absolutely delicious. So we've got cherry tomatoes. I think these are beef tomatoes, bodacious, and then beef. I pile them in here. I don't really follow the spacing guidelines, so anyways, more cucumbers growing. Everything is just thriving now that we got past the, I don't know, it's just been a really weird year. Things are definitely behind growing wise, but oh, here's another volunteer tomato plant that I left. I don't know if it gets along with corn or green beans, but I'm leaving it just to see. It looks like it's flowering and stuff, but everything is looking gorgeous. please. No, no. Okay, now I can't find the hurt little chicken. It did get up and start moving earlier, guys. Guys, quit eating my toes. I've been looking for the chicken the whole time. Did I walk past the chicken? Hi, baby. How are you? Are you doing better? Are you doing better? There we go. Yeah. Our meat birds are doing great. We just have a few more weeks and then we will be processing these. But if you don't know, we went and got a bunch of meat birds from Royal King, and then we discovered that they gave us laying hens after they started growing very slowly, and they ended up getting black spots on their feathers. So we went back to Royal King and they gave us some more chickens, which were actually the meat birds, thank goodness. But they're doing well. We just moved the chicken tractor that we made. We've been using the same one for I don't know how many years now. It works for us. We just took the lawnmower and moved it around. But I'm just giving them some fresh water, and then I gave them some scraps as well. So I'm just wrapping up this video. We put the sheets on the bed. They'll be nice and clean for the kiddos tonight. And then I'm just doing a quick vacuum and then running the Roomba. And that is it for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you don't mind, please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you guys again next time.